Hello dear students of class 11 arts. Today I am going to discuss with you the chapter, first chapter growth of nationalism, third subtopics, that is revolutionary nationalism in 19th century. We can say in one sentence to introduce this chapter, revolutionary nationalism, that is to challenge extremism. Revolutionary nationalism, it was beginning India's modern Indian history. Now try to understand the reasons behind. You have to study this chapter, that how did the rise of revolutionary nationalism led to the development of some important societies, secret societies like Abhinava Bharat in Maharashtra, based on Maharashtra, and Anushilan Samiti in Bengal. Your syllabus mentioned these two. One is Abhinava Bharat and one is Anushilan Samiti. Now try to understand how you have to start. The reasons behind the rise of revolutionary nationalism. Point number one, that is failure of the moderates. Failure of the moderates, one of the important reasons behind to rise of revolutionary nationalism in India. Actually, in 19th century, there is not only failure of moderates, dissatisfaction among the Indian youth, repeal, not actually partition of Bengal, failure of the Swadeshi movement, and the methods of moderate and extremists which could not satisfy the younger generation to achieve their goal, free India, liberation of India, that all togetherly resulted for rise of revolutionary nationalism. The prayer and petition methods of moderate nearly 20 years failed to achieve their goal, self-government. We know that one, we discussed. But extremism, their method totally different from their methods and objective different from the early nationalists. They wanted to achieve Purna Swaraj, that is a total independence. Therefore, whatever method they adopted is a very much unconstitutional, like Swadeshi, boycott, national education, revivalism. This is all unconstitutional method, but this also not actually possible for them to achieve their goal. Freedom of India, total freedom. They wanted to oust British from India. That is they failed. That is why after this period, after assertive nationalists, 1918, you can see the 1919 onwards. So that to challenge extremism, the revolutionary nationalism, this period started. Actually, these revolutionary nationalism, their main motto, actually united free India. United free India. Therefore, one hand they wanted to, they wanted to actually kill unfamous or British officials, and they wanted to actually loot the treasuries of British that time. Writers' Building, now it is in Kolkata. They wanted to, because it is a British official center, so they wanted to. They attacked. They wanted to collect money to buy the arms and ammunition, because they determined to free their motherland, to open the shackles or chains of their motherland. They wanted to free India, liberation of India. That is their goal. And now coming to the point, this actually, there are two important organizations, Abhinava Bharat, which was founded by V.T. Savarkar, his full name Vinayak Damodar Savarkar, and his brother Ganesh Damodar Savarkar, in 1904 in Pune, Maharashtra. This association played a very important role because, it was, I hope, this association not only worked in India but also outside of India, abroad also, because very infamous British officials, William Carden Whaley, he was killed by Madanlal Dhingra. It was in London Education Centre. So later on he was executed. So this is, they played, even they killed also Jackson. So this is played very important. It is very famous, especially the conspiracy case. It was under the Abhinav Bharat organization. Now coming to the Anushilan Samiti. Anushilan Samiti means self-cultured association. It was self-cultured association. It was based on Dhaka. Now it is in Bangladesh. It was founded by 1902 by very famous Indian nationalist, that is Aurobindo Ghosh and his brother Barin Ghosh and Pramodanath Mitra. They founded Anushilan Samiti. This Samiti played very important role, and one of the most important example under this Anushilan Samiti, Khudiram Ghosh and Prafullo Chaki, they attempt to murder very ill-famous judge of the Muzaffarpur district, Mr. Kingsford. But mistakenly, they killed two British lady. The Prafullo Chaki, he suicided, and later on Khudiram Ghosh, very young, 18 years old, he was caught by the Britishers and he hanged. Very young age he was hanged by the Britishers. So this the contribution of revolutionary nationalism. It was actually very much important role they played to free motherland. Whoever especially played important role to free India, but without mentioning the contribution of the Indian martyrs, very young lives, they sacrificed their life for the cause of their motherland. So it is actually incomplete Indian history to know actually the freedom struggle movement in India. So that their contribution, priceless contribution, which finally resulted for inspire younger generation to achieve their goal, freedom of India. Thank you very much. Study well and read textbook carefully.